It's Two Sheds Gabby, and I've got dimes, $1,000 worth of dimes. Here they are. I'm gonna bust them open here. I got my machine I'm gonna use to go through and see if I can find any silver. I've got to take the penny out of this little thingy here and put a dime in, and then I'll run a test. I've got to get a silver dime out to test it, and I'll get it started here in just a second. I've got the dime in. I've run my first test. There's my clad. There's my silver. We're ready to roll. Cool beans. There's my pachinko game. I'll tell you about that one in my next nickel video. Okay, in my first go round, no silver. I'm using my today's copper box, my newer one, and I put it about less than 1/3 full, and then I pour it in up here. I run them through, and then I do it again. I've only done it 3 times, but I've already run my silver test several times because early on, I just like to know that I feel comfortable that I'm getting my silver. And every time I've put this 1964 dime in this little hopper, it has come out on the right side. It's still kicking out a few of the clad over on the right side, but not nearly as bad. It's done in the past. That bottom one on the left looks like it might be silver if I'm lucky. I'll pull these out and take a look. That one might be silver. 1974, not silver. No silver yet, but I got my first penny. It's not a very pretty one. Well, I'm kind of sad, guys. My clad bucket is more than half full, and I have yet to see a silver. Usually by now, I have already found at least one. I've got a long way to go. It's not over by any means, but I hope, like I've said before, every time so far I've ever gotten a bag of dimes, I've gotten between 3 and 11 silver. And I hope to get at least the 3 again, but boy, I hope I don't get skunked. Guys, just real shortly after that last segment, I ran another batch through, and we got a 1957 and a 1948 silver, both of them Philadelphia. That was really exciting. Not skunked. After I put in about 2 hoppers full of about that many over here, this is actually a little bit more than I usually get, but then I'll pull these out after like twice and see if I have a silver in there. Sometimes you can look and go, oh, that's silver, but usually I pull them out and just see. Most of the time there's not. I just pulled those out, and it looks like that second to the left might be a silver. $1954 it is. Cool beans. There's silver number 3. That one looks like a Denver. All right, there's number 3. That's the least I've ever gotten. Maybe I'll get another one or 2. These feed wheels right here that's got the 5 little slots in it is designed for pennies. Dimes will oftentimes get stuck in there like that, and it'll spin around. And sometimes when you fill this hopper up, it'll do that in all 5 of these holes. And while it's spinning, you kind of stick your finger in here like this, and it kind of breaks them up and lets them start running through. Because if all 5 of those holes in the feed wheel get blocked like that, it'll spin and spin and spin and not drop a single coin through the slot here. Looks like I've picked up a couple more pennies. I'll pull these out and see if one of them by chance is a silver dime. Look at this. There's my pennies. One of those dimes was silver. 1953. Denver. Cool beans. That is 4. After this batch runs through, I'm going to switch out my bucket. See, I got all those dimes in there, and they're going real slow because most of them are clogged up. See what I mean? That thing is heavy, let me tell you. It's heavy. I got my new one in. I just put another handful in and the silver, and I ran another test. Once I switch this out, I like to test it one more time real quick. And the silver came to the right side. Looks like I got my 4th penny. It looks like the dimes are shunning the penny. I'll pull these out and see if I got a silver one too. Looks like no silver in that batch, even though they are dirty. Let's throw them back in the hopper. And I missed 3 of them. Can you believe that? They all went to the clad side. There's not a lot left. I'm way into the second half. Oh, I think I see a penny. Hopefully I'll find one more. We're still at 4. Last one, guys. We're still at 4. Well, here we are at the 2025 Silver Finds box. Unfortunately, there at the end, we didn't get one right at the last minute, so we ended up with 4, and that puts me at 140 silvers for the year. 4 is better than 3. 3 is the worst I've ever gotten in a bag. 4 is better than that, and any is always better than none. 140 now for the year. I think that may fill my row. I have a little roll here going with the Mercuries. I've gotten 2 Mercuries this year, but I think that may fill up this row, and I'll roll them up and start over. I'll have a roll full of them, hopefully. All right, guys, it's been fun, and I didn't get as dirty, but that finger that I was using, that's where I got the dirtiest. All right, we'll see you next time.